Greetings, fellow Starship collector. This is Joshua Mitchell. We're taking a look today at episode 1 of Fanhome's new Star Trek Starship Collector series. This is the die-cast model version of the U.S.S. Titan, NCC-80102-A, seen from Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. So let's take a look together and see what we got. Okay, so here we go. Episode 1. Let's see what's in the box. I went the subscription route here for Fanhome this time around, where I didn't do that for Eaglemoss, but it was cheaper to get the Titan as the introductory ship, about $45 with the subscription for that first ship, $65 for it by itself, and that's the standard price for the regular size ships going forward. So for me, doing the subscription, I got a nice little introductory letter. You can see some still shots of that here on your screen at the moment. Included also is a collector's guide. The collector's guide not only lets you know some of the models that are coming up, but it's pretty cool. On the back, they also show you some of the free gifts that you get as a subscription member, including a dedication plaque, a Raptogino mug, a Kudogram, and then an exclusive ship too. So that's pretty awesome. And finally, we've got book number 1 here for the U.S.S. Titan. Really cool to take a deep dive into this and see what the design ideas were. You get some of the details about the ship, what it was that they drew inspiration from that kind of put together for this Neo-Constitution class starship for Picard Season 3. So always neat to see some of those details. Now, once we remove our styrofoam lid here, what do we see in the box? Well, we have our, of course, 2 pieces here for our stand. I love that they match the Eaglemoss stand. You know, it's basic, but having them all match looks great for your collection. And then, of course, here in the protective styrofoam, we've got the actual USS Titan. So let's take her out for her maiden voyage. So, like many of these, the clear plastic resin is really awesome on the warp nacelles and on the ram scoops, so the light can kind of shine through. If you have a nice lighting setup for your collection, it's really neat to be able to see that. Makes it look like it's on flying, you know. The die-cast metal, of course, is going to be mostly in the saucer, so that's where you get the heft. Very lightweight in the back, but holds nice in the stand. It looks really cool. It's got some awesome looking details on there, which you probably can't see from there. So I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and take a deeper dive, getting some close-up shots. We'll also do some size comparisons as we take a closer look at the Titan. Well, we'll start by taking a look at the dorsal side of the Titan A. Again, some beautiful details, the phaser strips, the lighting, some of the running lights. Instead of the Aztecing that we're used to seeing, we kind of see this pattern. It almost makes the ship look dirty, which sounds kind of weird, but a different kind of modeling for the hull plating here, not Aztecing. I'm going to call it spaz-tecing because it looks like it's sort of spazzy all over the place. We notice too the windows, again, the paint job not quite matching up to where the window notches are. Again, from a distance, not such a big deal. May bother some more than others. There's also a bit of a notable seam as we take a look down the warp nacelles. But again, the detailing on the ship itself is pretty cool. Now, as we come at it from the aft side and take a look, again, you sort of see that seam there up against the engines. The detailing on the shuttle bay is pretty cool, and you see more of that spaz-tecing going on throughout the secondary hull. A little disappointed, too, by the impulse engine assembly here. Just a couple of orange blobs, it seems, without a lot of the finer details and the finesse. But all in all, just it looks really good. Some nice details, some things to kind of quibble about. So now we're going to flip her over to the ventral side, and again, some nice detail. You see that spaz-tecing kind of going on again, the nice color differentiation in the hull, which looks really cool on the saucer. The windows don't match up again under here, but again, we've come to know that that's the case, and I can live with it. Cool, the deflector dish assembly here, and then as we go along, you see further details on the bottom of the secondary hull and on the underside of the engines. Again, that seam can be seen even on the underside of the warp engines here a bit. Not a major distraction, it's just part of the build process. And then here's a closer look at the deflector dish area with that blue deflector dish. Again, really cool. It looks nice. I like the details more from the ventral side. And now you can see the side profile here. This is the port side of the Titan with some light coming through the engines. Again, if your display allows for a better lighting setup, then you might be able to really make this thing shine. I like, too, that in the stand here, the way that she's angled, she's flying up, kind of looks like she's ready for an adventure. And now we're ready to take a look at some size comparison of the Titan A compared to some of these other previous models from Eaglemoss. So to begin, we'll go ahead and zoom on in. We're going to take a look first at how the Titan A matches up to the Enterprise A, the regular size. So the Enterprise is coming in at 5¼ inches, whereas the Titan is 8 5/8 inches. As you move along, this is now comparing the Titan A to the Strange New World 1701 Enterprise. You can see they're very nearly the same size, negligible difference between the two. So here the Titan A is being compared to the XL Voyager from the Eaglemoss collection. As you can see, Voyager's coming in at about 10½ inches to Titan's 8 5/8 inches, so definitely a notable difference. It'll be interesting to see how this model of the Titan compares to the XL version that we'll see of the Neo Constitution down the road with the Enterprise G. But for the meantime, this is how it kind of compares to Eaglemoss XL. So there we have it, the U.S.S. Titan, Season 3 Star Trek Picard's hero ship. A really good start to the Fanhome collection. It's an excellent addition. Took a while for the design to grow on me, but I think it has. I'm really happy to have it as part of the collection. I will say that there are some things to pick at, kind of like with the other ships that we've seen in the past, that the window detailing doesn't quite match up. The assembly in the back when it comes to the impulse engines, just kind of an orange blob. You don't really see a lot of definition there like you do in the show. So again, a couple little issues, but all in all, a solid model, nice detailing. It looks good on the shelf with all the other ships. So well done, Fanhome. We look forward to what you have next. If you haven't seen it yet, check out our Stargazer unboxing video. We did them in reverse order, but that would be interesting to check out. And then come back next month as we take a look at the third ship in the series, the U.S.S. Farragut from Season 1, Episode 10 of Strange New Worlds. In the meantime, live long and prosper.